Are you in a camper and thinking, it's a little cold outside and it's going to get colder? What are some things I can do to help keep me and the inside of my camper warm? Well, you stumbled onto a pretty good video because today on Josh's RV Tech Tips, I'm going to give you 5 tips to help stay warm inside your RV right now. Hold on, so before I give you the 5 tips for staying warm in your RV this winter, go ahead and subscribe to the Seasonal Stays and Campfire Days YouTube channel if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you very much. That helps us out quite a bit. Go ahead and leave a comment down below on what you do during the winter to go and help keep warm, and then also give us a like on this video if you find it just absolutely amazing. So we also have a Facebook page that we started, and I'm gonna have a link below, so then you can go and follow us and like that page as well. I appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the video. So my first tip that you can do that we have personally used, and we know a lot of people that personally go and use this tip, is buying Reflectix. Now this stuff, it's a bubble foil insulation to put on your windows. It's a real easy thing to install. It's a cut to fit type of thing. You buy it online, and like right now I was just looking up online on airskirts.com. They're currently going for $39, and it's a 24-inch wide by 10-foot roll of this stuff, and it's really super simple. Just go and make your measurements of your windows, and then you'll go and you'll cut the Reflectix to match that window size. Super simple. And then you just attach it with like double-sided tape, or maybe some tape on the outside of the window. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is buying a roof vent insulator. So it's an insulated pillow to put in your roof vent, and I'm talking about the one with like the fan and everything in in your bathroom. A lot of campers are now coming with an RV roof vent, like in the living area too. So you want to make sure that you want to try and keep as much heat in as possible, because that's where a lot of that heat escapes from. And the thing with those too is that you can use those during the summer as well to kind of help keep the cool in, your air conditioning. So yeah, it helps with drafts coming from the top of the RV, so the cold air comes down. My parents actually use these. They have one that's up front in their living area, or their living room in their camper, and they put that in there for the summer, which then helps them keep the cool in. Right now on Amazon, they're currently you can get a 2-pack of these for $16.99. Okay, my tip number 3. My number 3 tip is buying a heated blanket. Now, the heated blankets are good for if you're plugged in to shore power, essentially, because they run off 120 volt. Although I do have a heated blanket that is also 12 volt. So if you have a 12 volt like cigarette lighter in your camper, you can use that. You can use that 12 volt one right off your battery. But most of the time, the heated blanket is mostly for if you don't want to heat the whole RV, or there is a cold spot. It's great for heating if you're plugged in. It's also great for sleeping. You go and you put this blanket underneath of all of your covers, so it's directly onto your mattress, and you turn it on, and when you're ready for bed, it's nice, it's warm, and then you also have a heated mattress at that point, so that will help quite a bit for staying warm during the winter. Now, I'm going to give a price on this, but this vastly kind of goes. So I'm going to say it's around $50, between $50 and $100 for a decent heated blanket. But here's the thing. I saw one when I was researching this earlier today. I saw one go for like $200. So it's kind of all over the place with how much these blankets go for. Now, this next tip, this is number 4. This is more for if you are in a seasonal site or you're staying somewhere long term, because I'm pretty sure this would be a big pain in the butt to go and put up and put down all the time. And that is RV skirts. Now, the skirt helps to block the wind from coming underneath, blowing all the cold air. It also helps to keep the tanks from freezing, because now you don't have the wind. It's harder for everything to freeze. So, with that, you can also be putting a small heater underneath, like I've known people use the diesel heaters before in there, or underneath there. You can also get an electric heater, or there's people that just put light bulbs, like regular, not LEDs. You need a halogen bulb for it, because you need that heat. So that also helps. But this is another thing. Skirts wildly differ in price from manufacturer and how big your RV is. So if you got a smaller camper, a basic skirt is probably going to be like a couple $100. And that's if you install it yourself. You can go and, have somebody install it for you, but that's going to cost more money. But if you got a small camper, a couple $100. If you got like a camper like ours, 40 feet, I think I've seen quotes go for about like $1,200. And that's roughly about average for ours. But yeah, the skirts are great for winters, especially if you're going to be staying somewhere for a long time. Now, the fifth tip. Now, the number 5 tip. Just don't go camping in the cold. Which, I'm obviously joking around with this. But if, I like camping in the cold. I don't mind it. As long as we can stay warm in there using the tips and using the heaters, which I have another video that talks all about heaters. So go and watch that too if you're interested in that. But if you don't like the cold, then just don't go. But that's it. That's all I have for you today, and hopefully some of these tips can help you stay warm inside your RV when the temps drop outside. Campers have different cold weather packages that will make your experience easier or more difficult, so make sure you're prepared. And if you want to learn about different types of camper heaters, go watch this other video I picked just for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.